It's the nightmare scenario that's all too familiar in this day and age. No matter where you live, no matter how safe you feel your community is, you can't avoid the possibility of another mass shooting impacting your kids at school. They could be a victim, suffer serious injury, or be traumatized by the terrifying experience of fighting for your life in what should be the safest of places, their school. The active shooter drills that so many schools are conducting across the country, and the extra security infrastructure like lockdown campuses and increased law enforcement personnel are essential. But each student must also take individual responsibility for their own safety. Does your child know what to do if an active shooter arrives at their school? There are some common sense precautions you can take to keep your kids as safe as possible if an active shooter comes to their campus. In order for this to work, your kids have to prepare and practice. They have to be ready to act in an emergency situation. The last thing you want for them is to freeze up when the time comes. The first step is to be observant. If you see somebody acting suspiciously, tell a teacher, administrator, or school resource officer. Always take note of your nearest exit when entering a room. That's your escape path. Your top priority is to get away from a shooter or shooters, so always leave your belongings behind. Encourage others to escape too, but if they don't move, you have to keep going. As you escape, tell others that there is a shooter in the area. Call 911 as soon as you are in a safe location, and be sure to describe the shooter in as much detail as possible as far as appearance, location, and what weapons they have. If you aren't able to escape, it's time to hide. You should identify multiple places in your school you could hide securely if need be. Once hidden, stay quiet. That includes turning your cell phone to silent. Use only text messaging to communicate with law enforcement, or post your location on social media. Be sure to lock doors and windows, close blinds or curtains, and turn off the lights. Try to get behind furniture or similar items to provide protection if shots are fired. If the worst happens and you are face to face with a shooter, be aggressive. Use makeshift weapons like chairs, fire extinguishers, or whatever else is around to attack. Throw items to distract the shooter. The most important thing is to not hold back. You're trying to seriously injure the shooter. It's scary that we're having this conversation, but the fact is that we can't turn a blind eye while children, maybe your children, die. Your kids must be prepared for the next mass school shooting, and these tips, developed by experts, can help.